Hi everyone, I just wanted to pop on, do a quick video and let you know about a key ingredient that we're going to be discussing moving forward as we do some focusing on treats and food ingredients in pet food. Um, and I just wanted to let you know what this basic ingredient is because it'll become relevant later. So it's called meat meal, and you often will see it in a list of ingredients by the protein. So it may say chicken meal, lamb meal, or it can actually just say meat meal. And it's a little bit deceiving because people think, oh, that means it's a meal made of meat. And unfortunately, that's not the case. So I'm just going to do a quick run through. It is made at abattoirs, so it's made where they slaughter and process animals for consumption. When an animal is divided up into, or a carcass is divided up into all the pieces that are used for all the food industries, human and pet food, there's going to be leftovers. Um, there's going to be things like hoofs and tails and cartilage and sinew and all of those sort of things that are left over. And what they do is they put those leftovers into a huge vat and they boil them down. It takes the process takes hours, if not days, to just boil and boil at high temperatures until it becomes a syrupy mess down at the bottom of the vat, which is then taken um, out and dried into a powder type consistency. Um, so what do they do with that? Well, they sell that, and from a business point of view, the abattoir is making money on every part of the process. So they sell that to pet food companies because it's the only ones that will use it. It's not human grade. And pet food companies use it as a ingredient to more or less fool us into believing there's protein in a product. So it will say, and there's an example on the screen, it will say that there's meat meal in there, in this case, beef meal. And unfortunately, to the uneducated consumer, they think that means it's beef, but it's actually this powder. So there's actually no muscle meat, there's no internal organs, there's none of the things that contain vitamins and nutrients anywhere near this product at all. It is just purely this powder. Of course, it's cheaper for them to use that than to actually get a chicken breast or a leg of lamb or something like that. So it's a lot cheaper, and they can get away with using it as a protein source. It's also much easier to work with because kibble manufacturers, in particular, they're adding powders to powders to powders to make their recipe into kibble. So it's a lot easier to work with than if someone plonked a chicken breast on the counter and said, turn that into kibble. You can imagine that it's a lot easier for them to do that with a powder. So the bottom line is it's all about money. It's about using all of the carcass so that there's not so much wastage at the abattoir. It's about cutting down costs at the food manufacturers because they don't have to buy actual meat. And of course, then marketers and advertisers can say that there's beef or chicken or whatever when it's actually a powder. So it's a win-win for that manufacturing process, certainly not a win-win for our dogs and cats. So if you've got any questions, please let me know. Contact with us either via email, through Facebook, or the website. Thanks for listening.